That's gotta be the best window commercial I've ever seen. Just let her in. I'm sure she just want to talk.
We're with Chris Brown's media team, and we're looking to bring some lovely women backstage. Are you guys a fan?
Yes.
Are you guys a fan of Chris Brown?
Yes.
Would you be okay with her going backstage with Chris Brown?
Yeah.
If you said no, I'd leave you.
Yeah, I know.
What?
Yeah, probably.
You actually
like
You're
the
lying,
one in a
right?
million
Like
show.
you're actually
Pardon?
playing around?
This was the one in a million show.
This was the one in a
Concert
million?
of a lifetime, yeah.
This is your concert of a lifetime?
Yes.
You're okay with that?
Of course.
How long
I
y'all been
trust
together
her.
for? You trust her?
Yeah. I've known her for 24
The thing is that
years.
you trust these people when it comes to Chris Brown, it's a whole different story.
It's a whole different story. So you,
And-
I already know that.
And he knows
I already
it.
know that.
oh, so you give her up for Chris Brown, pretty much.
She'd have the hall pass, like the hall pass.
The hall pass? The entire pass for Chris Brown.
Why not? Why wouldn't she?
That's crazy. Okay, we're gonna get your details.
Okay?
Get out.
I'm sorry.
I had a feeling.
I'm really
I had a
sorry.
feeling.
I'm sorry. There's one and one person only.
I actually think that Chris Brown got some lyrics for this exact situation.
I could easily tackle you.
What?
I could easily.
You could tackle me?
Easily. Give me the ball.
Throw it to me. You set up a camera?
No.
Females nowadays, you talking about, oh, real men ain't gonna argue with no female. Girl, that come from the days when we used to be able to whoop your ass. I think I'd rather argue now. Okay? I'm not being sassy. I'm just not trying to catch a case.
Okay.
Why'd you pop?
Oh man, she a beautiful woman, but I got to be real. I'm gonna cut out the play. If I was looking for something for long term, but how you present, I've been a man on two walks. I've been a man I'm trying to be right now, and I've been a man that's in the world that accept how you present, and how you present will pull out that side of me that you wouldn't want. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I asked you about your clothes. If I asked you to change the thing that you wear, would you be okay with that?
And I would.
And I heard what you said about, I respect so much what you said about, respecting your temple and temple of God. But at the same time, the temple of God is more than just your temple, it's your mind. And so with your mind, I would have to ask, why would you wear this when you know men with high testosterone? That turns on the side of a man that you don't want from a man. You understand what I'm saying?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
I need a confident man. I need a man that understands that I can wear Poochie,
Yeah.
okay? Because this is Poochie, honey. This is designer. This is YSL. This is Chanel.
Can I say something?
And I can wear designer outfits. And
You
if I
can.
was I put a top over it to kind of
Right.
not have it just.
No,
like-
you beautiful. Listen, you beautiful, love.
Yeah.
But Poochie gonna make him want the coochie. But you gonna want him to want your person, love.
Yeah, but he can want the coochie. But if he makes it past the mind,
Okay.
he can get the coochie. Because I may present this way, and
I got
that's
you.
and that's the problem with men. Men like to judge a book by its cover instead of reading it.
I mean, but if it look like a sex story, I'm gonna think it's a sex story, love.
But when you talk to her, you're gonna know she's not a sex story. And when you don't hit, you're gonna know she's not easy. And
But
when I
why-
make you work for it, you're gonna know that it's worth working for.
Why would you present like this? What would be your purpose? Because you're a beautiful woman. We know you got curves. You could have put something that wrapped around you. We still know it's there.
That's not me.
I got you. I respect that.
That's not me.
I respect it.
That was a man giving her a respectful, honest opinion. It really doesn't get more honest than that, but that's the biggest problem. Society and women especially don't like what men are. They don't like our nature. They see our nature as what she would call problematic. And so instead of accepting us and our impulses as natural, they try to change us into what they want us to be, and that is basically like women and gay. They deem everything that women do as noble, even if it's obviously attention seeking or if the women are literally doing prostitution. But anything that a man is naturally as problematic. Regardless of all that, men are still men. Men are always going to be men, and men are always going to treat you how you present yourself. And if you present your body, why are you going to act surprised when men are interested in you for your body? That's like me walking into a place with a whole bunch of money, being flashy, and then being surprised that I'm attracting gold diggers.
All the men out there, start being truthful. So they know what's wrong with them and you know what's wrong with you. Everybody just be lying, man. For real. Everybody just be lying. If people just be truthful and tell the women what's the honest truth instead of trying to get some coochie,
Yeah.
you will be fine.
Okay, Marcus.
Oh man.
You will be fine.
Now look, hold
All
on.
these women don't know
Okay.
what's
I
going
got on
on
though.
and
Wait.
what's wrong because men keep
Now he
lying
right,
just to
but
get
you gonna
the coochie.
lose some coochie.
You are.
Yeah.
You're right.
I'm telling you
right
right
now.
now.
This is crazy.
A lot of
honest.
women not used to the truth.
They
So
not.
would
So
y'all
they
date a
ain't
woman
used to
that
that.
would if and this is
If
I'm just speaking
what?
from I'm in a phase right now where I feel like if I date a man, I have been rejecting a lot of men lately because they objective is to have sex. I don't want to have
You
sex
can't
at all.
stop that from now. It's
Yeah,
already,
that's
it's already
every
been
man gonna
But
do
how
implanted.
that.
you willing to like with
It's already
all
been
right.
implanted.
I
When
wait
I
for it a
walk
little
in
bit, but I ain't waiting
somewhere and I
forever.
see somebody,
Ain't nobody
I
waiting that
don't
long.
look
Either.
hey,
But I ain't waiting a little bit. I ain't waiting forever though.
I was just telling them like the problem is y'all got too many men that's lying to y'all. Y'all will have, listen to me, it will be 5 men.
Yes.
It will be literally 5, let's say 10 men.
definitely agree
You
with
go
you.
on a date with 10 men. You tell these 10 men or 9 of them, man, look, I messed with 7 dudes this week. The 7 dudes gonna, or the 8 or 9 dudes gonna be like, yeah, okay, well look, you mess with 7 dudes this week, you're not a hoe. You can do what you want to do. You make your own money. It's life. If you want to mess with whoever you want to mess with, you can. And guess what they want right after? The same coochie.
Yep.
But then you're going to have that 10th man that come on that date and tell you, look, you ain't supposed to be messing with all these men. You ain't supposed to be doing this. You ain't supposed to be doing that. But in your head, hold on. You the only one telling me this. The other 9 ain't telling me this. So when the other 9 get into line with that one and tell the truth, everything else will be cool. Y'all get lied to and y'all live in these worlds of these men lying to y'all and
Yeah,
giving
it's a
y'all,
facade.
it's a
It's sad.
facade.
It's very
You
sad.
have to get out of your world and get into reality of
Come on
what's
now.
going on.
Okay.
I would
Y'all
say-
live in your own world.
I would say this, being the host, I see a lot of smoke and mirrors all the time. I very rarely get the chance to see people for themselves. And I find out so much about people after the show. Even like I go through extremes of vetting, getting on FaceTimes, all that, and it's still so many facades, so many smoke and mirrors. So I agree with that. People be more authentic, be yourself. You know, practice telling yourself the truth so you can know how to tell other people the truth.
We be knowing what's
You
going
know?
on. That's just like with her.
Yeah,
She knew if
that
she
would
would have
be-
said she was a
that
stripper or
that'll
something,
handle
it
a
would have
lot.
led to
That'll
something
handle a
else. So
lot.
she
What's
like,
for you is for you.
cool, be
I'm
cool.
not, though.
Like,
Yeah, I would've
that was
said-
the problem with my last girlfriend.
That's
I'm
it.
not dating no
That's
more
current, though.
strippers.
That's why I said that's my current job. Like,
Now, that's one thing I do sympathize with women with, how much they're lied to. Now, I will say it doesn't matter because when you're a grown adult, you make decisions and decisions come with consequences and you're going to have to deal with those either way. But with that being said, women are lied to in music, movies, all the media, their friends, their parents, their family members, dudes that want to sleep with them. Women are lied to everywhere. And I'm not going to lie, if I didn't have to do anything to improve myself and every day I woke up to 30 messages and comments telling me that I'm beautiful just the way I am, I might start believing it too.
Look at the male practice players that the LA Sparks women's basketball team go up against in practice.
LA Sparks versus LA Fitness. And why do I feel like they was trying to point out the big dude to try to prove a point? Everybody know that one athletic big dude that when he get a basketball in his hand, he'll shake you out of your shoes and your socks. You can make fun of him if you want to, but there's always that one athletic big dude that get buckets.
Would you rather give up your phone to your partner or give up sex?
I would rather give up my phone to my partner right here.
A few moments later.
You're talking to still, I guess. And you said you were fully lesbian, but there's a boy in your phone, so whatever. By the way, I let her have sleepovers with him because apparently she's lesbian, but
sleepovers?
But they text way more than I thought.
Lesbian relationships have the highest rates of divorce, the highest rates of domestic violence, and the highest rates of infidelity. But men are the problem, of course.
It's over 100, but do you have an exact number or no?
No, the engine was replaced.
No, I forgot about
The
it.
engine was replaced?
That's just like, would you buy a Lamborghini with 400,000 miles if it still worked? Yeah, because it's still a Lamborghini, so.
think I'd rather buy a Honda Civic.
Now, I think I'm going to go with the Honda. You got to follow me. You got to follow the analogy. The Honda's not too flashy. It's super modest. It looks really good. You can take it anywhere, and you ain't got to worry about it being parked in front of the club all the time. It has 0 miles, so you don't have to pay to repair it before it's even useful to you. And it has lower maintenance costs, and it's very reliable. I think I'm going to take the Honda.
3, 2, 1. Damn.
So
I'm gonna give you one opportunity to bring back one girl that you eliminated.
damn, just one? All right, okay, I'm gonna give you guys the power, right? Who want me back?
Not me.
Not you?
I'm the one that says I'm not in the business of chasing men, so I most certainly am not going to do that.
I'm not gonna pick any.
Huh?
I'm not gonna pick any.
You're not gonna pick any?
Nah, they don't want to break the rules, so I like who like me, so maybe I made the right decision.
I'll break the rules.
Come over here then. I'll save her.
Where? You ever receive some like horrible advice from someone and you like, I didn't need that bullshit. I told my grandmother one day, I really like charismatic, fun guys over stable, safe guys. And she says, well, silly hoes like silly shit. I'm like, the fuck?
Yeah, if you ain't willing to listen to your grandmama, I know you ain't willing to listen to me. Unfortunately, even with good guidance, I think we might have lost another one to the streets, boys.
I no longer talk to women about how to get a guy to treat her right if she already had sex with him. I'm gonna tell you why. You already gave it up. If you gave it up and he ain't treating you right then you lost call. You can't make him. If you gave up the coop and he ain't treating you right after you gave up the coop, then now you're just trying to chameleon your way in a man's life. I'm just saying.
Trying to negotiate.
Your negotiating skills do go down if you already gave up the coop. That is a common sense. It's not even a bad thing.
Can I ask a question? Why do I need to? The question I want to know is why do I need to convince you or negotiate with you to treat me right, though?
But that's my point.
Why is it a negotiation?
Oh my God! I promise you, once a woman gave up the cakes, it ain't nothing else she can negotiate. I'm just be honest with you. It's just, I don't know why. It's just a hard concept to understand. Ladies, your vagina matters, okay? And I'm just saying, and you should want your vagina to matter, okay? So yeah. You should want your vagina to matter. So hell yeah, it should be a big damn deal. Y'all use it every day when y'all want some damn money. So when now all of a sudden you mad because a man look at you that way? Y'all gotta keep it real here, ladies. We got to be real. Stop being this. And I'm not talking about you ladies up here.
It's a liberated culture, bro.
Ladies, we gotta stop acting like the coop don't matter.
Yeah. Okay, Lady O, I'm gonna tell you something that I feel. I just feel this, and it may not be true, but I feel like a lot of your opinions are subjugated in the fact of you've raised 4 sons, so your opinions of truth come from being in a very male-centered life. It's been all about your sons, your husband, your man, it's just full of men.
She has a mother. She has sisters. She's a woman.
You gotta understand.
Listen, what if she
I
is
got
saying this is
sisters, I got
very
nieces, I have friends. I was a cosmetologist.
No, I'm not saying you don't. I'm saying it's a lot easier to be on that side, though.
You got to understand, I did thousands of women here. I lived in 5 different states, and I actually had thousands of females in my chair as a cosmetologist, single women, all types. I did prostitutes, because I got to be safe. I did all types of women hair, and I'm telling you, it's unequivocally, when women give up the coop, she does lose some of her negotiations. It just is what it is.
She's 100% right. After you sleep with a man, you give up a lot of leverage, and at that point, you're pretty much just hoping that this guy has good enough character to actually follow through and commit to you. And it's really because you already gave him the milk without expecting him to buy the cow. And that's why in previous generations, up until about 60 years ago, women understood this. So in order to make sure that a man loved them, the man would have to prove that by committing to her and going all the way to marriage before they got that. And now because some women are just victims of their own lust, they've convinced themselves that they can sleep with men without consequence. So they sleep with these men in an attempt to lock them down, and when these men don't commit to them, they get heartbroken. They think they can beat the system that's worked for thousands of years, and when they deal with inconsistent men and then those men become inconsistent, they act like they didn't know from the beginning and they play victim. Grandma's 100% right.
This idea of dating down and dating on your level stems from women.
When men have money, they don't view it as dating down when they're with their women. You guys say that, not men.
Yep.
A man has money and he's taking care of a woman. There's no point that he thinks he's dating down. He's just taking care of his woman.
I think it's dangerous for a woman.
Your water's on the nightstand. PJ shirt is on your pillows and the covers are open for you. I moved everything out of the way so you don't trip when you get home. We're at the club right now. That's the type of man you need.
I'd rather take a shower at Hitler's house than be that guy.
Do you think like I'm attractive?
You're not my type, but you are like.
Yeah, I'm out here.
Yeah, I'm out here.
Yo, look at you, Andrew. You're not my type. What the fuck are we talking about? What am I on there for? I'm on there to have a conversation. This a podcast?
Men are right. We need to start dressing more modestly in the gym.
No, just put a shirt and pants on.
Oh my god, shut the fuck. And she commented on your video saying, she's the woman in the clip, thank you for saying this. All for his glory, right? Yeah, because his glory wants you posting underwear pictures of yourself in the gym. Do Christian women like you just ignore this modesty verse in the Bible or something? Training all covered up, something you've tried before, meaning putting a shirt and pants on, makes you feel anxious because it's hot, sweaty, and irritable. But going to the gym dressed as legally naked as possible doesn't make you feel anxious. It was a joke. It was a joke. Always the same deflection of, it's just a joke, it's just a... No, it's not. There's tens of thousands of angry females in your comments mad about the fact that I struck a nerve of truth. And now they need to call their father and apologize.
Yeah, I do think that there's a time and a place for everything. And I do think that overall, women, especially in America, should probably dress a little bit more modestly. But I actually don't have a problem with women seeking attention. Everybody likes attention, but it's just about how far you're willing to go to get attention. Attention is a drug, and some of these women is crackheads. They willing to do anything. And look, I don't have a problem with you dressing a certain way to get attention, but I do have a problem when you dress a certain way to get attention and you act like that's not what you're doing. When you're wearing those type of clothes, you are looking for exclusively sexual attention. And if you get sexual attention from men that you don't want it from, you can't start to blame society and blame everybody else because that's what you was looking for. And I already hear some of the ladies out there coping. Oh, it doesn't matter what I wear. Men are always going to sexualize me. Women are not dumb. They know that that's a lie. They're doing what the kids call gaslighting.
Wait, there's shrimp. Rage, give me that plate right now.
Please, bitch.
Please.
Whoa. God damn, the bitch don't have manners. Whoa. Yo. Holy smokes, man.
Okay, repeat after me. 1, 2,
2,
3.
3.
What comes after 4?
5. Yeah, you shot, nigga.
Spell, no. Repeat after me. 1, 2, 3. What comes after 4?
5. Yeah, nigga, you thought.
Repeat after me.
Oh, what comes after 4?
I'm so lost right now. Do you...
Where are you trying to go?
No, I just thought you were cute. No? Yeah, that's mean.
Hey, bro, don't worry about it. Ball up top. Shoot or shoot.
Has the feminist movement completely backfired? Did you know that 70% of women in Australia are forced to work just to make ends meet because a single income no longer sustains a family? Before all this, you could never get women to work. But now, they literally have no choice. Have we been blindsided? Feminists promised us freedom of choice. But what have they delivered? They've delivered a failing economy and forced slavery. How on earth did they convince us that we should leave the comfort of our home, abandon our children just for a 9-to-5 job, and then call that empowerment? How does that work?
Babe, how much do you think that boat over there costs?
Maybe like 4 million?
4 million?
Yeah. Actually, no. No, that's 5. 5 million.
Oh, 5 million.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm unemployed. I just started a business, and the only one I got behind me is my girlfriend. And I don't want to like.
Hold on. You invested all your money into starting this business?
Basically, yeah. I used to be a
And you're unemployed? And you're unemployed?
Yes, sir. I kind of sacrificed everything to get one.
Hold on.
Okay, my bad.
How long have you been doing this business?
I just started. And
what does that mean? What does that mean?
3 months. 3 months
And
ago.
you've been unemployed for how long?
Ooh, close to almost a year. It's been kind of hard to get everything together.
Sir, this is unacceptable.
Yeah, I know.
I hope you didn't come here looking for sympathy.
Oh, no. Heck no.
Do you have both your limbs?
Yes, sir.
Then why don't you have a job?
Because all right, so long story short, I used to be a
No,
CEO.
no long story. Dude, you're 29 years old saying I'm a freight broker and I've
No, I'm
invested
27. Yeah.
27, whatever. You use words like invest in business. You're unemployed living off your girlfriend.
Now, I use stock options, but I make good money off stock options, but at the same time, I lost a lot of money because I get a little greedy from here and there. But it kind of helped out too. So it's kind of been like from stock options from there and some money too.
How much you earning a month?
Ooh, shit. About under 1,000, depending on how.
Then
the
don't
stock
tell me
options
damn thing about stock options. Negro, you need a job. Get off YouTube, get off Instagram, get off TikTok, get off your ass and go to work.
Yes, sir.
I wish you. No, there ain't nothing else to say. And she must not have a daddy. Because if she had a daddy, no, he can't be about shit because he couldn't be around my damn daughter.
I mean, I'm the one that.
I don't want to hear it. Why'd I do that? Because, guys, look, we got to call bullshit when we see it. Starting a business, but unemployed, earning less than $1,000 annual on the internet. You got to get out and make money to invest in yourself and to increase your competency. And you got a girlfriend. We all know he's using his business. I don't think you should be fucking with her when you're broke. You can't afford the outcomes if it happened.
People said that Kevin Samuels was mean to women. Kevin Samuels was way harsher on men. But I respect the way he was at least willing to receive what Kevin Samuels was saying. When women would call, Kevin Samuels would at least indulge in the delusion for a little bit. If you was a man and you was out of shape and you was making less than $40,000 over the age of 25 saying that you was looking for a woman, you might as well not even call Kevin Samuels. That's going to be the shortest call you ever make. He going to tell you first, go get a new job and work 80 hours a week.